Hey everybody, this is Head and Shoulders ATR, and you are now listening to Track Talk Radio. And today we're going to be talking about Aleia Hobbs. You saw it in the title. This is crazy. We're going to talk about the predictions here. Do you guys think that she's going to be able to turn this 60 meter, second number 2 all time, into going 11-7? Oh, I'm sorry, not 11-7, 10-7 outdoor. What do y'all think about that? And is she gonna be a potential threat to the Jamaicans? We gotta talk about this on this Track Talk Radio. So Track Talk Radio is less of a visual and more of a listening experience, but I still do put things on the screen for the people that want to really look at the screen. But yeah, here we go. Let's put this on the screen. What the heck? I'm saying everything wrong today. A 694 American record, number 2 all time. There you go. I started calling her out last year and said, hey, watch out for Hobbs. I didn't know it was going to culminate into something like this, though. Because I started saying, hey, look, she's starting to do something last year. Hobbs is starting to look good. Remember when she started doing she got her PRs and she started doing that. She matched her personal best twice. What was it? 1083 at first. Then she ran that 1081. Something like that. Let me look at the results from last year, actually. Let's bring this up on my side really quick. 1081. So she did the 1083s and then she started doing those 1081s mixed in. She kind of had some 109. But those were rounds and stuff like that. Other than the World Athletics Final, she didn't really get too hot after that. But yeah, after she got that personal best, it's been a wrap, y'all. It's been a wrap. It's been a whole freaking wrap. Let's bring this up on the screen now. But that 694, let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. Where are we at? Right here. This is what we want to put on the screen. Aleia Hobbs. She's now a world champion, indoor world champion. Congratulations to you. I know that means a lot. Now, some people and many of us in the sport are like, hey, indoors, it don't mean too big of a deal. If Bold can get big accolades for breaking the world record indoor, I don't see why because people come out to compete. I already started seeing hater comments. Well, you know, everybody don't come out and compete indoor. There's not as much money there. The winners don't get that much now. Oh, wait a minute. World champion. What the heck? That's not from indoor. I already said. I already know what y'all gonna say. Y'all already probably beat me to it. That was not indoor. That's a relay. But anyway, I already know because the anal people, they don't care that I have corrected myself already very quickly, and I'm not going to edit it out. They're going to say, well, look, I saw him doing something wrong. I already caught myself now, okay? Now, Olympic silver medalist, top 8 in the world championships in the final, world relays, all of that. Let's look at more honors. Pan Am, U20 champion. So she was doing some things when she was younger. But let's point something out here. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. These LSU grads, these LSU people, I'm telling you, LSU comes out and they produce 100, 200 meter athletes. Look on, especially the women's side, and look at the athletes on LSU. Look at how many of them been on the 4x1 and the less run 4x2 with the world relays or other events like Diamond League or what was it, Diamond League and the Golden League before that. Look throughout the years, and if the athlete go to LSU, they doing something. So when we get, what's her name from Nigeria, now she was really good in the 400. Now she's at LSU. Just see what happens when she graduates. Just a heads up, assuming she continues under the 1 and 2, she's going to be a hell of an athlete in that 1 and 2. If she doesn't convert back to the 4. But if she does, then she's going to have a whole bunch of speed when she gets back to that 400. Now, let's look at these performances here. We always got to look at this. Let's look at her personal best last year. She had that 1081. Similar to Noah Lyles, she started doing some things, and now she's accelerating. Isn't that very interesting? Some of the athletes, obviously Noah Lyles, American record holder, outdoor in the 200, 1931. Great. Everybody knows he pulls away. Okay, Aleia Hobbs isn't that type of person right now. She hasn't also consistently been running those 10.8s just yet. Will this performance indoor, this 694? Now, to be honest, the convention center in Albuquerque had a little bit of altitude. We gotta put that into play. The altitude does put the play. The air pressure indoor still has a difference there. I mean, it was to the point where Bolton actually mentioned it. Otto mentioned it, was like, hey, you know, when you come here, the altitude, you got to put that into play. That might have played something. But, hey, I'm not going to let that take away from the performance, because if it was, they would have probably put an altitude asterisk at the world stage now. World athletics don't really care if something's altitude or not. Just for you guys' information and for my analysis going forward from here, I got to put into that this is slightly altitude assisted here. All right, slightly altitude assisted. Now, she's at a 1081. And she's already been doing pretty good, even before this number 2 all-time run here, or sprint. She's ready for that 10.7, y'all. She's ready. If she doesn't get it, I am honestly surprised. She's been able to get out on people and pull away from them in the 60. You don't always see that happen with people. You kind of see the Christian Colemans. No offense to him. We're going to have an analysis on him. We see the Christian Colemans. Let's put the Track Talk Radio backdrop back on now. We see, or at least the Aleia Hobbs here with the Track Talk Radio. See, we see the Christian Coleman effects a lot of times. Did Maurice Green do that when he was running? I don't think he was the athlete to get caught, but he wasn't an athlete to pull away from people in the 60. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong for the people old enough. But we see Coleman get out on people and then they get pulled back. We see other athletes kind of do that and then they didn't get out and then they start accelerating and they pass whoever the leader was. Kind of like what what's her name did last year when she became the world champion, Kambunji. We don't see somebody clear out, be like, boom, I got out on the field and I'm accelerating away from you. This has been a kind of unique year this year. We got Noah Lyles doing that to people. He's running over them and he's just having fun with it. And we got Aleia Hobbs doing it, especially. She's just doing this at every meet she's going. She's getting out on people and pulling away. It's like it looks easy the way she's running. Now, this is going to, obviously, the 60 is not the 100. We got to put this in play now. Will this 694 translate over? I believe so. She's got a good 1076. I know some people are like, what? Yeah, 1076 is where I kind of peg her at. Get on the right track with the right wind. 1076. If somebody sees something slower or faster, let me know. I see that 1076 there. She seems to grow by leaps and bounds, and I see that as a big leap because when you get faster, it's harder to get faster at a faster rate. Money shot real quick, 1071, 1072. That's the money shot. A whole 1/10 of a second off. I don't really think so. Not this season. Over a course of 2 or 3 seasons, yeah. This season, But money shot, I think she could get that 1071, 1072. Realistically, 1076 is the best I get her at. And I think that's under more ideal conditions. Can she do it under pressure? Let me think of that myself. What do you guys think? Do you think Aleia Hobbs performs under pressure? Because I think she's a neutral athlete. I don't think it matters whether the pressure is there or not. She's gonna do what she's gonna do on that day. So like whatever we see from her on that performance on that day, I think she's gonna perform the same way. It's like, hey, you know, the 10-9 in the final that she did at the World Championships. That's what she would have done if it was not the Jamaican trio there. Like, that's what I see her as. She's very consistent when it comes there. Maybe she's a little bit less consistent with her times or however that goes, but she's very, very consistent with how she appears and how she's doing in her performances. So if she can consistently keep this acceleration, getting out of the blocks real good, and we'll see the real test when we see her next to Shelly Ann or Brianna Williams, because Brianna Williams With her changing coaches now, let's see how consistently she gets out. Because Brianna Williams can get out on everybody. She can make Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price look like she's going backwards. Y'all saw that a few times there. She's got it, and she's younger, so she should be able to do that. Younger athletes should be able to get out of the blocks. So Brianna Williams got it. We will see the real test when she goes up against athletes that could go very, very quick out of the blocks. Those two athletes come to mind. Elaine Thompson-Herah, she gets out fast, and she looks like she gets out slower in comparison to Fraser-Price. But she actually gets out pretty good. Now, Shericka Jackson don't get out that well at all. Now, what do I think going to, what is it, Budapest or whatever we're at this year at the World Championships, World Athletics Championships? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Is she a podium contender? I can't say that right now. Because, I mean, Jackson and all of them, it's kind of hard to see anybody really beating them until we start to see how early does Hobbs do the 10-7 performance. Was it on an ideal track, on an ideal surface, with an ideal wind at the ideal time of day? That may not be the same time with jet lag and everything there with the World Championships. That's what we got to see. Once I see that, then I can say, okay, does she have it on an off day with one of the athletes there? Right? Because when it's not an Olympic year, we got to be honest here. Elaine Thompson-Herah is the weak link. We saw it last year. At least she got herself a good spot on the podium. But we saw it last year in the 100. Dina Asher-Smith almost had it. She could taste it, and she was, man, she was disappointed, to say this politically. She was disappointed. But Elaine Thompson-Herah, out of the three Jamaican trio, is the weakest link. If one of them get knocked out at the Jamaican Championships, which is a real possibility because it's heating up over there, we might see somebody else, non-Jamaican, get that podium spot. Can Aleia Hobbs do it? Well, she's going to have to make it through Dina Asher-Smith first, actually. If Dina Asher-Smith could stay healthy, she might have a chance of getting that spot. But right now, I got to say, I don't know. I can't say no. I want to lean toward no. My default answer is no. But throughout the meets coming up, leading up to the championship, she can get some good scalps. She can get some W's. I could see that. It'll be kind of hard for other athletes to be undefeated other than Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Her biggest competition would be, I'm going to say early in the season, it's going to be Elaine Thompson-Herah. Later in the season, it's going to be Thompson-Herah and Shericka Jackson. But early in the season, maybe Shericka Jackson ain't got the peak just yet, but Shericka Jackson's in danger. Let's keep this on Aleia Hobbs, though. Congratulations for that 694. I gave my analysis here with those. What do you guys think about these Track Talk radios? On the next one, let's see what we're going to do. Maybe we revisit Noah Lyles and his chances in the 100, right? His chances of, medaling in the 100 or making it out of the USA Championships, doubling. How would that affect his 200? We got to think about that. So I'll catch you all on the next Track Talk Radio. Congratulations again, Aleia Hobbs, 694, number 2 all time. She's so close to that record, even world record right there. And she's got some time. She's only 26. She's only 26, y'all. Let me know what your thoughts are, whether you agree or disagree. Smash that like button, subscribe. Catch you all on the next one. Peace.